Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what news you can use, what's coming up in the collective. So let's get to it. This is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, there's a link in the description box below. It's been so awesome getting to meet so many of you in that one-on-one space for coaching, psychic readings, house clearings, business healings, business coaching, pretty much anything that I offer, I could also coach or tune into your specific gifts and amplify those so you can develop your own skills. So, all right, let's get started. In the past, we've got the Magician in reverse. This is manifesting from lower vibrational energies. This feels like people not realizing that they're in that space, that they are creating from that space. They are projecting out into the world. I feel specifically this is punishment energy, hurt. You did something to me, like retribution, somehow feeling slighted in a little or big ways and wanting to decimate, punish, separate yourself from your own pain and project it onto who you perceive created that. There's a lot of purse energy here. Talking about someone, I know they're going to fail. They're miserable. There's like that type of, I don't want to do too much of it, but it might seem very typical how we speak about someone or a group when there's hurt and pain involved, like a vilifying. Yeah, so this creates an amazing, incredible imbalance, this type of activity. It's like steers whoever's doing it off course. It's their pain talking. Oh, that's interesting. It's their pain talking. It's their wounds talking from, this is interesting. So when it looks like when you're really wounded, when looking at the collective, not just you, but all of us, there's having a wound, being wounded, feeling vulnerable, but not wanting to feel wounded and vulnerable and hurt, which is really low vibrational. So instead, there's like trying to get your power back by getting to anger and revenge and frustration. So I'm actually seeing that the initial like, a response of that from a wounded space is actually that fight, that kick that person needs to like raise their vibration. They still have the fight. However, it looks like there's a getting stuck in that way of being instead of using that raised vibration to anger and then passing through to what's something higher than still low vibrational, but higher than revenge is, I'm getting that the next energy to look for, like, is acceptance. I accept that this really horrible thing has happened that has wounded me. Did I want it to happen? No. Is there any way to avoid it? This person should have done this and should have done that. Yes. There's a lot of analyzing, but being stuck there in the past, what should have happened, what you feel should have happened, like constantly going back and being in the past, it feels like a lot of us have really practiced that, being stuck. Instead of I now see this person, this group, this situation very clearly. The pain of the woundedness has woken me up. I am now aware. I am not ignoring things. I've got my full attention on this. I accept that this person has shown me an aspect of who they are, that this group has shown me clearly who they are. The situation is what it is. I'm accepting that. It feels like there's different ways you can go. I mean, there's so many of us. This is just me suggesting, like, if you notice that you're in that, I'm stuck. I've been stuck at retribution and revenge and kind of petty, wishing them someone. I'm giving my energy to them still. I'm giving my power away to them because I blamed them. And so I continue to allow them to affect my life by allowing the anger and hurt from something in the past to cloud my energy, my vibration and frequency in the present energy. So really, it's a very empowering thing to forgive someone and let go of that. Take the wisdom from the situation. What part did you have in what was your match to that situation, to that lesson? What can you learn from the pain? Because it feels like if it's got your attention, you don't want to repeat it. So in the past, what I'm getting is there's a lot of wisdom that came in, a lot of wisdom through being very out of alignment, you and the people around you. No judgment, just an invitation to see clearly, yeah, I was really out of alignment, and practicing like being out of alignment with the people around me, and co-created a lot of woundedness. Boy, again, another magician in reverse. Now this is the vice versa tarot deck. And so we've got the bat, his back to us. I feel like what I'm getting here is a realization of participation. Oh, I've been actually participating in this. It has a narcissistic and victim mentality, kind of like you can't have one without the other. You can't have someone who preys on people's energy and uses without someone who's an empath, who's a wounded healer, who just is in need and lonely maybe, or from some lack picture overgives because they don't see their own value. That's one aspect that I'm tuning into. So if you want to clear the cycle, there was this invitation to see clearly both sides of the coin, not just vilifying the other person, not making people out to be monsters, but realizing why you were attracted to that monster then. What is it within your energy? What pictures of maybe ignoring red flags, being attracted to people who are cruel? Maybe you grew up in a household that was pretty cruel, so you're used to being taken advantage of. So really owning your part of the street. You don't have to own their part of the street. That's for them, and you give that back. But really owning in an empowering way, because if you can own and accept unwanted aspects of who you are, that's the shadow work that I'm looking at here. If you can own, instead of trying to push away or project your crappy stuff onto others, then you are very empowered. You see the things in you that you are shifting. You have control over those. You can utilize your unconscious energy, or you can be played by your unconscious energy. So the more you can accept and own about who you are and all of who you are, then it makes you more and more empowered, less manipulated, easily influenced, steady, wise, grounded. Makes you more yourself, whoever you want to be. So, whew. All right, and present energy is the 5 of Cups in reverse. This energy is coming out of mourning, coming out of wanting that past to be different, mourning the past, the way it turned out, mourning a separation, mourning a connection. So we're talking about love, self-love, maybe here. The past energy so far, all we have is major arcana. So it looks like in the past you went through changing some core issues, healing some core issues. And it looks like doing that allows you to come out of grieving, but you're still not moving forward. Ooh, it's like coming out of mourning and being a bit stuck, or not sure what direction to take, not able to move forward, not sure what direction to move forward. It looks like you're finding balance. You're coming back into alignment, feeling more stable. There's something about the stability, looks like it's coming in because you're turning your back on that which makes you unstable. You're walking away, not walking away, but turning your back on, turning your attention away, turning your attention towards what feeds your soul, and turning away from whatever this was in the past that makes you feel stuck and sad. Ooh, there's a tower. Ooh, something's falling apart that wasn't meant for you. Something's falling apart. I feel like you might have guessed, or you might have felt this tower, because there was something about it's something that wouldn't move forward. Maybe you were involved in something that you're not 100 about, that you're kind of like yeah, I'm gonna do this, something like that. And it feels like it's something that just would not move forward, could not, would not, does it matter? And it looks like the universe intervenes and says, yeah, this is not for you. I'm making this very clear. So, so you get that this is not for you on your path. I'm taking this off of your path. It looks like what's, or who's being taken off your path is someone who's kind of can't create their own abundance. They show off like they can. This energy tends to create a veneer, a projection of their abundance, but they're really not. They can't. They have so many blocks to abundance, and so it feels like they need to cling on to others. They've created a bit of a facade about their connection with the flow of abundance, but it's, at least it's not true in this present energy as they're showing up. They're showing up as very stubborn. They really believe their beliefs. They believe their blocks, that they even have this like, I'm entitled to abundance, instead of like, well, everybody can has an invitation, has an access to that stream. Unless I'm saying that that's not fully true, unless there is something in that person's something that they wanted to explore, like lessons of lack of abundance, things like that. It's not everyone, so I misspoke it, but most everyone, unless they've got some type of specific lessons around lack that they wanted to learn. Feel like most of us have experienced lack in and being stuck in I'll believe it when I see it, instead of I believe it so I see it. Believe it when I see it. See it when I believe it. You know, there's something about manifesting here. I'm not hating this tower, because it feels like it's something that is not moving forward, that might have been giving you grief or difficulty, and it looks like they might be hooking into your ability to create abundance. And the universe, your guides were like, nah, we're separating you because of your intentions. We're separating you from the stubborn. Oh, wow. So once you separate from this energy, your abundance takes off, your stability, your security. This feels like it's around work, or whatever it is that you do to create your foundation. I keep seeing the 10 of Pentacles. It keeps coming up. There's something that you're working on that's building like a legacy type of financial abundance. Not just financial abundance. It's looks like abundance in family. Your belongingness, safety, feeling secure, feeling that this is where I belong. I belong in this body. I belong in this world. I belong in this group. I belong in this job. Like there's a lot of belongingness, abundance of being where you're meant to be and feeling secure. No matter if that's you're moving around, you're carrying that energy of I'm where I'm meant to be and who I'm meant to be with. It's wow. That's really beautiful. It feels like this is coming in. That 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, especially the 10 of Pentacles, has been showing up a lot in these readings. So it looks like you are really asking for the 10 of Pentacles, and it's working. It's coming in, and what you've been working through personally looks like you're clearing a way so you can create a foundation that you can build empires on. Wow, I actually heard empires. I'm getting don't think small. Some of you have some really big manifestations that you're wanting to bring in, like you're really wanting to create. You've got some big dreams about what you're wanting to manifest into this reality. Physical. Wow. I'm almost sensing this as it's already done. And so how can you enjoy your journey towards what you're wanting to bring into this world? How can you make that more enjoyable is what I'm getting, an invitation to see if that's possible. What worries can you let go of? What's not yours? What are you what's draining your energy and keeping it from focusing on what you're wanting to bring into the world? Yeah, what you want to birth into this reality. And the center of your reading is the 8 of Cups in reverse. Not walking away. Oh, okay. What your higher self wants you to look at is when do you have a pattern of staying in emotionally unfulfilling spaces, unfulfilling connections, unfulfilling groups? Do you stay too long in an environment that's not emotionally satisfying for you? Is that a pattern that you have? Maybe you've got it disguised under, well, I'm really loyal. Well, I'm really, I can take a lot. I tolerate a lot of displeasure. This is it feels like the Kenny Rogers lesson. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. I'm gonna write that down. The Kenny Rogers lesson. That's what it is. That's what's up in today's current energies. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. That's a song from the past, huh? Oh my gosh. So that's the discernment, that the lesson that the 8 of Cups in reverse is illuminating for all of us right now. Kenny Rogers. Yeah, there's no new movement forward. That's what this is, the hint. This is how it feels when there is something that you need to walk away from. Things are very difficult. You're wanting to move forward, but it just doesn't move forward. I feel like this energy, this attention, and it just it feels like also like you're not getting the support from the universe. And you are correct. The universe is like, this isn't for you. That's why we're not co-creating this with you. We'll co-create the lessons and the realization. What else? You might mask your true feelings around this situation. You're maybe trying to ignore red flags, ignore uncomfortable feelings, feel like you are, what is it called? Settling. This is as good as I can get right now. But I'm not going to say no because I don't trust that there's a better opportunity to fill the gap. So I'm seeing even like an attachment issue, insecure type of attachments. I'm going to attach to whatever is in front of me because life has shown me that I don't like not having an opportunity, or I don't trust that there's another opportunity out there that's better. I think this is as good as it gets. I've been in survival mode so long that I don't believe that I have access to thrive energy. That's kind of what I'm reading here. So if you feel like, oh, I can't take action, I can't seem to like get this off the ground, it's not moving forward. Yes, it's not. I also, if you feel like there's it's not the shiny opportunity that you think it is. Wow. Because you have what you're all, I mean, not only the Kenny Rogers lesson, but realizing what you do focus your time and energy on, because you have put a lot of energy into things that you didn't get any returns for your investment. That's, realizing that you have value, and wherever you're focusing your energy, your love, attention, that grows. And so to be very careful about who you're sharing that energy with. Don't share, I mean, it's your decision, but the message is to not share energy with those who, oh, this is interesting. Don't share your energy with those who can't do it on their own. There's an invitation to collaborative energy. This person can do it on their own. This person can do it on their own. But coming together, it makes it more fun and more capable. It looks like what's coming up for review are connections, groups, situations where there's one person or a couple people pulling the weight, the energetic weight, and others who aren't quite on the same level. And so there's a lot of like pulling energetically, So it looks like you do a lot of the heavy lifting in the energetic realm, at least. You might be also doing a lot in the 3D. Yeah. Wow. All right. Your challenge right now is that Ace of Wands. Again, your challenge is finding, or really I'm getting more feminine energy, allowing opportunities that can be moved forward, that you can take action on. People might be inviting you into their projects and their situations because you have a certain level of mastery that you can move things forward. There's something about you that you could fill this gap, but it's a big gap. And it's not like, oh, this is such a good match. It's more like, we can't do this for ourselves, so we're going to rely on this person to kind of carry us. We're not going to do the work. We're not going to change our energy. We're not going to grow and expand from this. We just want you to do the work to take us to the end zone. I don't know why all of a sudden it turned to a football game, but yeah, there's a real discernment that's being asked of you in this reading to value. I get this feeling that that spirit, that the divine sees this amazing value that you have right now, not potential, but the value you carry, the power you carry right now, this moment. How precious that makes you, how strong, how valuable, how necessary that makes you, and every decision you make, every choice that you make. Not to put pressure, like, don't make it happen, don't make it, but in celebration of that power, that you have this amazing power of choice. You've got this beautiful world in front of you with all these choices of where you want to put your focus. Endless, infinite directions. And this is inviting you to focus on what you want more of. Remember to ask for help and create space, and so you can receive it. Feels like last little messages coming in before the end of the reading. Let's see if there's any more for anyone out there that's wanting to receive a message. There's something about wanting to know if someone's interested in you. This is very different than the reading. If someone has as much interest in you, it feels like you're kind of maybe stuck on someone, or trying to decide if they're worth putting your attention on, because it feels confusing. So let's see what clarification we get, what card comes up. Coming out of a nightmare. I'm getting this, let's see if there's, okay, that whoever you're connecting with, it feels more like obsession energy, that they psychically kind of come in and connect with your energy. I can see why this is confusing. It looks like this person is very unconsciously coming in psychically taking some of your energy and they're coming in and they're using, it looks like, some loneliness pictures where you feel very isolated, alone, separate, something like that. And it looks like there are people who come in and take advantage of you when you are feeling lonely. And there's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Being alone can be very empowering, full of freedom, independence, or you can be alone and feel very lonely and needy. And it feels like when you're in that space and a lower, your perspective of being alone shifts to something of being a bad thing, or then these energies come in and take advantage of, pull from your energy because, and your kindness, and take advantage of loneliness. Boy, I just keep saying the same thing. So it's a very small message, but it breeds obsession, and I just keep going in that loop. It's a real small loop. It's this obsession type of energy and wanting. I'm getting that if you can release that, that wanting and desire and obsession, wanting what you can't have type of energy, then you'll clear up some space so you can get what you need, and not what you are obsessed about and what you have created. Like, I need this. I've got this need for this. Hope that helps. So that's your messages, lots of messages coming through. Hope that was helpful. And I hope I didn't put a Kenny Rogers song in your head all day. Or maybe I did, and that's really lovely. So, all right, take care. Bye.